Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Throwing Ryan to start out. Throw left side complete. That's Myers. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. This defense for the Patriots, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 6. Now the NFL's leading rusher a season ago, Josh Jacobs. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25. When you look at this Patriots defense, they were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
And he is not going to get the first down, as they'll spot this at about the 28. So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Patriots take over. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The drive will start with an option going left. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down. But that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage.
And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
Abdullah to return. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything? Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. A first down carry by Elliott. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. Now Jones. Completion here to Claypool. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
From the 10, first and goal. Now Elliott. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Boy, the pursuit there, terrific from the linebacking core.
Oh, it certainly was, because so many times on an option play, you'll see a linebacker make a beeline for the quarterback, and then zip, one cut, and he's grasping it air. But this time, he locked in on him the whole way, took an excellent angle, and his grasp came up with the quarterback.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
The Forks kick is good, and the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. And
Abdullah lost the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Ryan. He gets this to Davante Adams. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
Las Vegas paid a steep price to acquire Adams from Green Bay last offseason, and yet they got their money's worth from him in 2022. NFL best 14 receiving touchdowns, over 1,500 yards, and a well-deserved third straight All-Pro selection.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. The Raiders at 0-5, just a dismal start to the year. And they come in pretty desperate here for a win.
And think about this too, partner. We have not heard the dreaded vote of confidence yet from management. So when a team's 0-5, everyone starts wondering about their jobs. Will they still have one? That's coaches on down. They've got to find a way to throw that out of their minds and band together and play better football.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Davante Adams, his intended receiver. And it's second down. Now you look at this Patriots defense. They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
And all defensive teams that I know, Talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Ryan. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go, get set. Here we go, 11. Here we go.
Throwing Jones. And the Raiders have got him. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack.
Jones not quite the boost to the pass rush the Raiders hoped he'd be. Only 4.5 sacks in 2022. Still, he was a Pro Bowler in 2021, so plenty of hope that there's some playmaker left in one of the league's active sack leaders.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. They go play action with Ryan. Looking deep for Adams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hit 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
3rd and long, it's Ryan. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Fielded at the 33. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. He caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Inside give to Elliott. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Off play action. It's Cunningham. Hunter Henry brings it in. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 3. Now Cunningham. Rolling to his right. And he gets this to Thornton. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Now a first down throw, Cunningham. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead grows to 10-0. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Nothing for him yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 2nd down. Play action. It's Ryan. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Patriots are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Come on, come on. Hit. Ready.
A play fake. Now Cunningham. Open man is Duvernay. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 1st down, it's Cunningham. He'll buy some time right. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Zeke going to get it on the option. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Cunningham. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. On 3rd down, Jones. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
After the made field goal, back out is Nick Folk to kick this one off. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something being shut out right now. They could really use some momentum before they head into halftime. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Ryan to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Racing to the end zone, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Patriot defense has a touchdown. On for the extra point is Folk. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. And the Pats will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up first and 10. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Second and 7, operating from the 34.
Cup 19, Cup 19. Buffalo 18.
Cunningham to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Omaha, sit high. Here we go, 11.
A final shot before break. Jones. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so
their
far.
final adjustments
As
before
we send
we
you
get
to
started.
Orlando to
Once
check
again,
in with
and for
Jonathan
the call in the second
Coachman
half,
at our
let's send
EA
you back out
Sports
to Allegiant
halftime
Stadium
report.
and
Coach?
Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, first and 10. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards. One play has him to the 37 here for first and 10.
21. Here we go, 11.
Looking to throw. Jones. That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the...
And now here is another interception. And the Patriots are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Chandler Jones able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
The lessons will continue, but this rookie, he's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
Here we go, 11.
Throwing on second and long. Jones Under pressure, and they got to him again. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Jones now throwing on 3rd and long.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they... They've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Play action, Ryan. And he rifles one incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Juwan Bentley. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. Was such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
19 Charger, 19 Charger.
Here's Cunningham. Flush to his right. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself,
and he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Folk connects on the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. How about this? He's to the 10. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. How about this starting field position? 1st and goal from 2 yards out. Elliott will take this one in. Touchdown, Patriots. Now Folk for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Raiders nothing. Nick Folk to kick off for New England.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Ryan hit, and he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. tuck it away, take care of it, because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Cunningham. On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete. But one thing's for sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job to slow themselves down.
The Cunningham's throw taken in by Thornton.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. Two guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Cunningham looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, after that last sequence, they're sitting pretty comfortably. They force the fumble, get the field goal, and expand on that lead here in the second half.
And don't expect them to rest on their laurels after that kick either. They'll keep their effort up until the final whistle. They don't consider any lead safe.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves. But we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Ryan. It gets it right back to Mayer. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
And the Raiders first down. First and 10.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jacobs. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing. And my goodness, another interception. And the Pats are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
They'll take over first down 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
And he's going to have a Patriots first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, that'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the fourth. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
To throw on second down, Cunningham. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
65, Mustang 19.
Off the play fake. Cunningham, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Ready? 18, 5 here. 65 catch, 65 catch. Ready.
On 1st and 10, Cunningham. Under pressure, they got him again. Max Crosby able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
On 2nd down, here's Cunningham. He sets to fire deep. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
Tyquan Thornton.
54 yards.
And the Patriots are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Nick Folk to kick off for New England.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. A good pickup there, a 22.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now, but as you've mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Ryan. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And now here's another interception.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other side, Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. He's to the 15. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. On for the extra point is Folk. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now it's Ryan. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And my goodness, another interception. How about this? And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense. And certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Abdullah from his end zone.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
It's 4th down.
Eason going to try and throw for it. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
It's Marte Mapu inside the 20. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line.
At the 3-yard line.
Okay,
Suddenly
ready?
it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Warrior 70.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, someone is certainly having a big game, and while that sack doesn't quite have the splash of his pick six from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays during a great individual effort today.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Gonzalez.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Off play action, it's Cunningham. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Go.
He's going to try and take off with it. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So an electrifying run there as he calls his own number and takes it all the way.
Brings a new dynamic to this offense, doesn't he? And right now I'm picturing the offensive coordinator, the head coach in their minds, drawing up some more running plays for this guy because he brings some excitement to this offense.
And just a young rookie, a lot of electricity yet to come in this career.
Nick Folk to kick off for New England.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Patriots are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Oh, my goodness, CD. I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball, but for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back and review this game, what does he always tell us that he preaches to his team? We're going to...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form.